What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Rise of Kingdoms video, and today, guys, I'm going to be giving you an update on how my Rise of Kingdoms journey has begun with my new guild #TWK in Kingdom 3902. I did play Rise of Kingdoms about 5-6 months ago and didn't have the best of starts, but this time things seem to be going a lot smoother than before. So I just want to give you a showcase on how things are looking after 5 days in the kingdom. The guild's doing really well. We're actually doing really well. If we zoom out a little bit here, you can see we've managed to gain quite a bit of territory, which is really nice. We've established ourselves in the southernmost province, and we've managed to move our territory out. And what we're doing here is we're collecting the resource nodes to, generate more alliance resources so we can build more flags, and we're trying to claim as many shrines as we possibly can. Obviously, I'm not one of these type of players that wants to kind of hog everything, but of course I would like to try and get some of the shrines for my guild so we can get some good rewards. We already claimed this first level 1 shrine here, as you can see, and we're kind of looking at maybe taking on a couple more as well, but we might find ourselves contesting against some other alliances when we get to that point. As you can see here, we've kind of made our intentions clear that we're going for this level 2, and so has this guild SVTK over here. So there may be possibly a clash of swords when it comes to the actual occupation of that one. And the same thing goes over to the left hand side. You can see here we made our way down, again showing our intentions quite clearly, but there are 2 other alliances. We have a purple alliance over here, which is LVO2, and we also have BUM over here as well, who have also made kind of like a push for it. So yeah, the chances are we could be seeing some fighting over the next few days when it comes to trying to take these shrines. Also, we're making ourselves a little bit of a push up towards this gate 1. The level 1 gates are going to open soonish, so we're going to want to go ahead and make our way towards that. As you can see, another guild has decided to try and push up and cut us off, so we could see some action here too. So I mean, we've got ourselves a fighting potentially on 3 different fronts, and then as we get further into the game, we've also got the level 2s, but we're in a pretty good position for these because we've kind of gone across and blocked off these 2 level 2 gates. So we're actually in a good spot here, and we will eventually start pushing up into those. So our area is definitely expanding, and the guild's doing really, really well. If we take a look at the guild rankings for the kingdom, and let's jump into my castle very quickly and go up to the rankings. I'm really happy to say that our alliance power, we are number 5 in the kingdom at 45 million power after 5 days, which is actually pretty good stuff. Not quite as high as the top there, but we're definitely working on it. And we've already got tier 4 players unlocking tier 4 in our guild, which is really, really nice. I think we've got like 4 or 5 tier 4 players now, which is really good. I myself also have managed to unlock tier 4. I got my tier 4 troops on day 3, I think, so I pushed up to tier 4. With Rise of Kingdoms, there's just 2 main research trees that you have to do, of course, and yeah, I pushed up and I got my tier 4s open, which is really, really nice. I am now just currently working on getting the army stats upgraded here. These are quite big researches, so I'm taking my time with these and letting these go fairly slowly. And once we get that done, we should be able to start pushing into some of these, which is the more specific cav, inf, and range attack stats. And then, of course, you got tier 5, but we're not going to worry about tier 5 anytime soon. Now, what I'm doing now I'm C21. I'm looking to try and get myself up to C25, but hitting tier 4 was a big milestone, so I've slowed down a bit now and just getting everything all leveled up, building up some troops now, some tier 4 troops for my army, and we'll slowly start working towards getting to C23 so we can start getting some more research done. But yeah, no, everything's going rather smooth. Like, I previously played Lords Mobile, and there are lots of skills that I can transfer over from Lords Mobile to Rise of Kingdoms. First of all, just managing a guild in general. That takes a bit of a knack to do that. It's very time consuming, and it takes a lot of diplomacy with your guild members, but I'm used to running a guild over in Lords Mobile, so I'm able to bring a lot of those management skills over to Rise of Kingdoms with me. Although Rise of Kingdoms does have a lot of different gameplay, gameplay. And I do find that Rise of Kingdoms has a lot more team-based aspects to the game, and I actually really appreciate that. You know, with Rise of Kingdoms having a very powerful rally lead, yeah, of course, that helps any guild, but really what you need here is a solid team that can work together, and that everyone needs to be really active in this game to actually get anywhere. And I must be honest, so far I'm actually really happy. I've been setting might requirements, you know, now this isn't very high. There are some guilds in the kingdom right now that are asking for 600,000, 700,000, 800,000 minimums of their members. The thing is, our guild is made up of pay-to-play players and also free-to-play players too, so I have to set minimums which are fair after 5 days of a new kingdom for free-to-play players to get to. And so 250,000 might, which is actually by today. I need to change this for today. In fact, we could go ahead and change this right now. We're going to go ahead and do our new minimum for today. So we're going to go ahead and up it. And you have to be reasonable when you think about stuff like this, especially with free-to-play players. It's not easy to gain a lot of might as a free-to-play player, okay? So let's go ahead and do something fair. So we're going to say minimum. Oh, let's take the caps off. Minimum of, if I can spell, minimum of 275k power by tomorrow. So now basically everybody that pushed up to 250 now has to gain 25,000 power today, and slowly but surely we're increasing that increment just to make sure we're fair. If we take a look at my guild membership here and go down to the R1s, because at the moment I've kind of set everything up on a power level rather than activity. Eventually these ranks will change as we go on. You can see here, these are mostly free-to-play players down the bottom here. We've only got one player that's just a little bit below the minimum here. Everybody else managed to hit that 250 that I requested yesterday. So overreaction is going to have to step up the pace if they're going to keep on track here, but they're close-ish, so I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt for now. And everybody else is on target. And then of course we've got players in the higher ranks that are doing really well. Big shout out to BW Jenny, who's boosted up to 3.5 million power after 5 days. Deem02 with the 3.4 million power. GG's. And we've also got Dark1971 boosting up to 3.7 million power. Also shout out to Barisha for 1.3 million power. Like, I mean, we've got a lot of people boosting over 1 million power here, which is really nice. But I think a lot of the players that joined my guild are players that also came from Lords Mobile, so they've maybe never played Rise of Kingdoms before. They're just feeling it out, you know, getting a couple of bits to boost up a little bit, but just taking their time to see if this is the game for them, and that's absolutely fine. But one thing I will say about Rise of Kingdoms is it has a lot of team-based aspects. We're getting ready now to start contesting for stuff, and I think things are going to get a little bit fiery as we continue. The troops work totally different over here, by the way. Like, I'm so used to training up high numbers of tier 2 and also tier 4 over on Lords. And when it was really bit of a change of pace coming over to Rise of Kingdoms, because what I've discovered is you really don't want to build a massive number of tier 2s unless it's maybe for events or something. But what you really want is just a good high number of your highest tier troop. And you don't have to worry too much about buffers, because the buffers will actually fill your hospitals up, or the lower tier troops will fill your hospitals up, and then all your higher tier troops die. So you want your higher tier troops to go into hospitals when you're fighting and stuff. So yeah, no, it's just it's an interesting concept, the way the formations and the counters and the troops, it's all different over here, and it's had to be something that I've had to adjust to and adapt to be able to get used to this. But no, so far it's going really well. We've managed to be quite diplomatic with the surrounding guilds, and we've kind of avoided a lot of war in the game, and that's obviously something you want to try and do, because having war early on is probably not a good idea. You want to build up the troops, which allow you to do events and everything else, and there's a lot of rewards in those events, like expedition, for example. The expedition in Rise of Kingdoms requires you to have a good army to be able to do these levels, and so, you know, losing troops in battles early on, not smart. So you want to try and save up your troops and allow you to get through a lot of these events, because there's a lot of good rewards in here. For example, if you get to expedition level 40 at the moment, I think there's a reward in here. It's called is it era breakthrough? No, hold on, where is it? Wild Frontier, no. Expedition Dash, there it is. There's 14 days remaining on this, so we've got plenty of time. But just getting to level 40 here is going to be giving you a 24-hour speed up, which is really nice. And there's also a rankings board on this as well. So if you're able to get into the top ranks, you're also going to be able to pull in some pretty good rewards as well. And I mean, hey, look, level 1, first place is at 50. I'm at 35. We're on our way up. We're certainly making our way up there, which is pretty good stuff. So yeah, making good progress. I'm not looking to go crazy. I mean, what am I might in the kingdom right now as far as my progress goes? Individual power. I am ranked 4 in the kingdom right now, which is actually pretty good. It's not too bad at all, I guess. But yeah, we're slowing down a little bit. We're just taking our time and we're enjoying doing the events and stuff. We've got lots of new events on the way, and I'll be bringing you that content as and when it comes up. Just a reminder, guys, if you would like to hang out with more members of our community here with regards to Rise of Kingdoms, then do consider joining the Discord. There is a link for my Discord down below, and we have a public Rise of Kingdoms channel where we've got people talking about everything Rise of Kingdoms. So do pop into the server and come and say hello. If you do start playing Rise of Kingdoms and you decide that you're enjoying the game enough that you'd like to go ahead and purchase some in-game packs to boost up your account a bit further, then also make sure you do it via the Lilith store, the official Rise of Kingdoms store, where you can buy the Flux scripts to trade in for your packs in game. This is a great way to do it because you do attain rock coins, which allow you to then trade those in for actual packs in game as well. I think it works out about 10% cashback, so it's pretty good stuff. There is a link to the official Lilith store down below in the description, as well as a link to download Rise of Kingdoms on your PCs. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you in the next one, but until then, you know how this next bit's gonna go. Stay safe, everyone, and of course, peace out.